1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed to take effective steps to enhance production of wheat and other crops. Pakistan has called for a legally binding comprehensive framework under UN's auspices to govern global cyberspace. Kashmir Martyrs' Day will be observed tomorrow with a complete strike in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Semi-finals of World Championship of Legends T20 League are being played at Northampton today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has directed to take effective steps to enhance the production of wheat and other crops. Chairing a meeting regarding Ministry of National Food Security and Research and Pakistan Agricultural Storage and Services Corporation in Islamabad today, he directed to prepare federal government's alternative strategy regarding the purchase of wheat after consultation with provinces, Gilgit-Baltistan, Azad Jammu and Kashmir and other relevant institutions. The meeting approved the restructuring of Wheat Board. The Prime Minister said farmers' representatives as well as those of Land Information and Management System and SPARCO should be included in the Wheat Board. Shehbaz Sharif also directed to prepare an action plan regarding the privatization of PASCO. Pakistan has called for a legally binding comprehensive framework under the UN's auspices to govern global cyberspace. Addressing an event in New York, Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Usman Jadoon, outlined the significant threats posed by unregulated cyberspace and the malicious use of ICTs, including cyber attacks, cyber terrorism, disinformation campaigns, and attacks on critical infrastructure. He explained that in response to these threats, Pakistan has established a national position on cyberspace security. Ambassador Jadoon asserted that it is time to create a legally binding comprehensive framework under the UN's auspices to govern global cyberspace. Pakistan will send 1,000 graduates of agriculture studies to China for higher education and training. This came at a meeting of Minister of Counselor of Chinese Embassy in Pakistan, Yu Hangtian, with Minister for Federal Education and Professional Training, Rana Tanveer Hussain, in Islamabad today. The meeting finalized the process for sending agri graduates to China as the scholarship was announced during recent visit of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to China. Pakistan Army and Frontier Corps North are taking steps to empower women in Mohmand district. A special workshop was organized for local women under the Community Skill Development Program. Women were trained in modern farming techniques as well as in sewing and embroidery. The local community thanked Pakistan Army and Frontier Corps North for this important initiative. Pakistan Army organized free medical camp in district Umarkot in Sindh. Facilities of specialist doctors, laboratory tests and ultrasound were available at the medical camp. Free medicines were also provided to the patients. Over 1,000 patients, including men, women and children, were treated at the camp. Residents of the area welcomed the organizing of camp by Pakistan Army. The All Parties Youth Conference has urged Kashmiri people to observe tomorrow as Kashmir Martyrs' Day with a complete strike in the territory. According to Kashmir Media Service, incarcerated APHC leaders including its chairman Musarrat Alam Bhatt, Shabir Ahmad Shah and Naeem Ahmad Khan issued a joint statement from Tihar Jail in New Delhi calling for the strike. They emphasized the strike aims to highlight the urgent need for a peaceful and just resolution of the Kashmir dispute. They urged people to march towards the martyrs' graveyard at Naqshband Sahab, Srinagar, on this day to pray for the martyrs of July 13, 1931, buried there. The leaders underscored that the Kashmiri people will never forget the sacrifices of all martyrs, including those of July 13th, who laid down their lives for the sake of freedom. Sudan's warring sides have held talks in Geneva with United Nations mediation to protect civilians and ensure humanitarian aid delivery. The Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces said negotiators hoped to secure potential local ceasefires. Fighting between the army and paramilitary forces has been ongoing for over a year. According to UN estimates, the bloody conflict has killed more than 14,000 people and wounded 33,000, around 25 million. And now cricket. The semi-finals of the World Championship of Legends T20 League 2024 are being played at Northampton today. In the first semi-final, Pakistan champions will face West Indies champions. The match will start at 4:30 p.m., while the second semi-final will be played between Australia champions and India champions. The match will start at 8:30 p.m. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.